Hey guys, it's Wednesday evening here in the Philippines, and you know what time it is. It's time for us to do a Chase unboxing, and we've got some cars from round two, which is Autoworld, Johnny Lightning, and Racing Champions, but we only have a car from Johnny Lightning and a couple from Autoworld. Um, so it was just going to be Ultra Reds today, but I picked up a White Lightning, so figured I would throw that in the mix. So anyways, the White Lightning I found was a kind of like a peg find, but it was like an online store find. We have a shopping network here called Shopee. It's kind of like Amazon in the States, and the guys from Southeast Asia probably are very familiar with Shopee. But anyways, I found a 34 Ford Coupe at basically retail price, $7 plus a buck for shipping, which you can't really beat that for the shipping cost. So I have $8 in this, so it's as good as like walking in Walmart and finding it on the pegs. Because usually if I'm buying White Lightnings on the secondary market, I want white tire White Lightnings or something like that that's really unique. This one's only a white paint, white base, gold engine one. And, well, let me show it to you guys instead of just explaining it. And here he is, 34 Ford Coupe, street rod, fenderless, very nice looking car. I had a hard time actually finding it on Google to do a comparison to make sure it was a White Lightning, but once I seen like the red and black one and I could see that it had a chrome motor, I kind of would assume this was a White Lightning. Plus, as you can see, the color splotch here is blue and white. So the body was blue and the roof was white. The reason the roof on this one's black is because they made the chase for the red and black one and the blue and white one and used the same thing. Kind of like what Autoworld does with their Release A and Release B chases for like, well, it actually would be like Release 1 as you see down here, and then they have version B. So that's how Autoworld does it too. And they share the chase amongst A and B. So pretty cool car. Let me get him out so we can take a better look at him. And yeah, besides that, I wanted to point out, yeah, Johnny Lightning, 50 years. This is their 50th anniversary set, and it even explains the story because it's not really 50th anniversary. They have probably only been back in business now for like 5 years, maybe 4 years at that. But yeah, they kind of folded in 71. They only stayed in business for 2 years and then went out of business for 23 years. Then Play Mantis bought them. They went back into business until I think about 2004, something like that. And then I think they folded again. And then about 2008 or 2009, the Japanese company Tomy bought them and used their cars sometimes. I think they made some of their own castings too, but they repackaged them in a small card. If you guys remember the small card Johnny Lightnings for a few years, that's the ones that were released through Tomy. Then Tomy, they didn't go out of business. I think they just dropped Johnny Lightning, and I think that was back in 2013, and then it kind of stayed off the network, I guess, for 3 years. Then 2016, round two picked them up and picked up Racing Champions too. So we have all three companies working together under that round two nameplate. So kind of an interesting story, but yeah, that's why I kind of like beg to differ that this is really not a 50th year anniversary. It's not like they've been in business for 50 years. They've been in business maybe like 20 years. But anyways, if you've noticed, like they've also had like 10th year anniversary for Johnny Lightning and 50th year anniversary, all kinds of crazy things. So it's just like you see all these different anniversaries over the past decade or so for Johnny Lightning. So anyways, here is the car. White body, it's that frosted pearl white, which is very cool. White base, gold engine, gold light bar, and a gold interior. whereas this would have been a chrome engine and most likely a chrome interior. I don't have the regular one to compare it to. It may have been black because, as you can see on the base, there's a gold rivet for the engine. So the engine may actually be a separate piece from the interior. I know that it looks like the headlight bar is attached to the engine, so that may be one separate piece, and the interior bucket may be its own. So the interior could have been black or white on this car for that matter. But I do like it how they gold plate the interior. I pointed that out on my Cherokee, how they chrome plated the interior. And it's just a really cool feature for a chase car. And you can even see on these tires that it signifies the 50th year anniversary. 69 to 2019 50th anniversary. There you go, that's a better picture. Nice 5 spokes, blacked out. Rubber tires. So nicely done. And the plate's pretty cool. It says 34. It signifies it's a 34 Ford. Pretty cool. So this is like my recent online peg find. And I did find a green machine also for like $6, which I was really shocked to find it because it's a green body, green machine, the kind that I really like. And it's a Datsun 510. I will be probably showing that to you guys next week. So that was like an added bonus over this past week or so. Maybe this was about 2 weeks ago. But anyways, it's kind of cool to find things on the pegs or at like retail prices. Well, especially at the online shopping places, because it's almost impossible to find things like that. It happens, but it's rare. And here you don't ever find any chase stuff on the pegs, especially like super treasure hunts. I did find a couple though, as I had told you guys about the Toyota AE86. I found at 7-Eleven of all places. So anyways, we're going to move along to our Ultra Red Autoworld chase cars, and we have a newer one that we've unboxed one variant of it already, and we have 2 older ones. I'm going to go ahead and unbox the new one first, and it is our square body pickup, the 76 Chevy Fleetside C10, and this is the Olympic commemorative edition that they only sold in Canada back in 1976 when they had the Olympics in Montreal. We unboxed this chase truck before, but in the bicentennial package. That's why I unboxed that chase variant, because I wanted to show you while I was unboxing the Canadian Olympic commemorative edition and the bicentennial commemorative edition for the US. But I wanted to show you how they share the Olympic chase variant between the 2 versions. So they do that with all of their chase stuff. That's like I was pointing out with my Jeeps the other day in the Jeep Challenge. That's why I had 2 of the exact same Jeeps, because originally they were different because the card is what differed them from each other. But once you open them, they're just doubles. But anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. And here is the other one, so you don't think I'm kind of overlapping them. That's the one that was in the bicentennial package, and as you can tell, it's the exact same truck. So anyways, let's get him out. And that may be a video, if you just now starting to watch my videos, you might want to check out. It's about a month and a half ago. I unboxed the regular Autoworld variants and then the chase one. And there was a couple of other square bodies that I unboxed too. I think the Maijo bedless, Maijo hobby shop orange like shop truck, and then an older Hot Wheels shop truck. So that was another good video dedicated to square bodies. So here's the new one, and you can almost not even see the red stripe because it's over top of this Ultra Red, so it kind of is like ghosted into the paint. The red hood's very easy to distinguish because they didn't paint the red like over the Ultra Red. The hood is just red. As you can see, like the overspray on the bottom, it's not Ultra Red, it's just all red. But the Stripes, on the other hand, was a Tampo, and it showed up great when it was on a white body. But on top of this Ultra Red, it's like just ghosted in, which is kind of cool too. And there's the Olympic ring emblem. The whatever, I don't know how many rings there are, 4 or 5, something like that. The license plate signifies Olympic. And I know I had another viewer, one of my subscribers, point that out. Hey, check your license plate. That may be different. That may be what distinguishes the difference between version A and B. Even though they're sharing the same vehicle, they may do something small to separate. So I did it on the Jeeps, but the Jeeps have no plates at all. Even on the regular variants, there's no plate. But on both of these, the one that was in the Bicentennial package and the one that's in the Olympic package, they both say Olympic on the plate. So no difference. Everything's 100% the same. So still yet very cool. Don't mind having doubles. So the square body especially. And another thing I was going to point out, and I think I pointed this out in the past, that they eliminated the boxes on the higher-end Autoworld stuff. But they've also eliminated, I think, the plastic wheel cheap variants, and they've also eliminated the more expensive clamshell packages that have cars that come with display cases. So they've done away with like 2 of the 3 versions, as far as I know. I think My Joe still comes out with one that may come with an acrylic case, like my red chrome Christine that I got last year was still one that came with a display case. But most of all the other ones that are retail release are just this. They are in a regular just blister pack card. So nothing special, no clamshells, no cheap variants anymore, just one variant without box. So cutting costs, but the quality of the product is still nice. So I have 2 older ones to show you. These guys have boxes, so you'll know what I'm talking about. And as you know, I unboxed these before the video, and then the 58 Plymouth actually came open pretty easily. The whole blister came off the card, so as you can see, it's just like hanging there. But anyways, I wanted to point out too, the production number on this one is super low, like 1836. And if they do share the variant of the Ultra Red between A and B, you're still talking at the very most 80 of these in the world. And so going by the 2%, and 80 is figuring a little high. It would probably be more like 75 or something like that. But I'm sure they probably rounded it off to 80. So let's get him out, and as you can see, there's the collector box I was telling you about. That's really cool to have in case you got to store them. Gives you something to put them in. That way the car doesn't get dusty if you don't have a display case and such. But, yeah, I can live without them, but it would have been nice if they would have kept that feature. So here is the Ultra Red 58 Plymouth Fury. And I actually thought I was going to be able to pass this off as like the good Christine without the blacked out windows Ultra Red edition, but I can't because it has the Ultra Red roof and the side trim and hubcaps are gold. This was the, I guess, more luxurious Fury back in 1958. The Christines have the white roof and the silver trim with just the silver hubcaps. And I don't know if you guys have also noticed on the newer Christine releases, the hood no longer opens. The hood is sealed shut. The old one, the original silver screen that came in the clamshell with the display case, did have an opening hood, but the new one that is on the card is not an opening hood variant, which I kind of found surprising. So this is a very nice car, and as you can see, they got the vanity plate here, which they usually always do something kind of unique. 58 Fury. That's why I was really surprised to find the Jeep without a plate on it. Once the one person told me, why don't you check the plate to see if they're different? And I checked all 4 of them, the 2 Ultra Reds, the blue one, and the black one, and none of them have plates. So there's the dual quad. I think it's a wedge engine. I don't think it's a first gen Hemi. So pretty cool. And this one only has Ultra Red paint, no other like special thing like the white interior, the Ultra Red base and things. It's just Ultra Red paint. So a very nice car. Forgot to show you that, yeah, on a lot of the newer Ultra Reds, they have more than just the Ultra Red paint nowadays. Like this would have had a, I think, black or red interior, I'm not sure. But yeah, the Ultra Reds on this version, on all of them, had white interior and an Ultra Red base, because my Jeeps and my F-150s have the Ultra Red base and the white interior. Then the release previous to this, the square body, had an Ultra Red interior with a white base. Same thing with the F-150s. So yeah, they do add more than just the paint nowadays. So it used to be like the only other thing you would see is maybe Ultra Red with like a white stripe or something like that. But most of the time it was just Ultra Red paint. So nowadays they're kind of giving you a little bonus, like, well, actually a couple bonuses. As you can see on this, the 3 chase features: Ultra Red paint, white interior, and Ultra Red base. So here's the next one we're going to take a look at. This is the only 74 Challenger I have. I have some 72s, which is almost the identically same car, from Autoworld. They have the Magnum wheels, which I like much better than Autoworld's rallies. The Mopar rallies on the Autoworld just look too small to me. But still not bad. So this car would have been originally dark green, and now it is Ultra Red. This one carries an extra feature for the chase, being a white painted chassis. So let's get him out and get a better look at him. This one is also like one of 2,500. So sharing amongst version A and B, it would probably be only 100 of these in existence. And yes, I ripped the crap out of this package when I opened it. Oh well, I don't really reuse them. If I do, it's not like vital. I'm not trying to pass them as mint. Yeah, that was another thing I wanted to point out about the square body. That's probably going to be an easier Ultra Red to find. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of guys on Facebook posting pictures that they found that car or that truck, because they've made 11,200 of each version. So that would be like 22,500, which would put you at like around 450 total chase pieces. So that's kind of a very high number for Autoworld, actually, for a chase variant. And it's something that you usually only see like with regular chases with M2 nowadays. They'll do like 500, sometimes 750. I think regular chases, it's more common to see 750, although they do make some 500s. I've got quite a few of them, but most of the time it is 750. So here is your Challenger, and it's pretty nice. As I said, there's your white base on this one, and 360 Magnum, I think is what it says. I think that would be correct for 74. There is the engine, Mopar Blue, the orange snorkel air cleaner. So they always do a fantastic job on their engines. I really do like the engine compartment on Autoworld with the opening hood is a great feature for them, because, as I said, the engine bays on these cars are done very well. A lot of the newer stuff even has like upper radiator hoses and such, which gives it a very nice, realistic touch. So yeah, this is a very nicely done car. And the tail panel on these are very nice, very accurate. And as you can see, this plate is also a vanity 321 go, like it's starting the race, which is pretty cool. So really dig this car. Big bumperettes on it like they would have had in 74. So yeah, pretty cool car. Love my Ultra Reds. Still need to find one with white tires. Got a, well, three with red tires, which is the Ford GT40s, and then I have a lot of them with Ultra Red chassis, Ultra Red interiors, and so on, but I really would like to find a white tire variant. So hopefully that will come soon. Anyways, guys, this kind of wraps it up for our chase cars. 3 Ultra Reds and a White Lightning. This weekend, I will be doing a couple of challenge videos. One being for hatchback and fastbacks that I was telling you guys about in the last video, and I made a mistake on his name. It's Hot Wheel Man HW24, not 27. Then there's a Matchbox challenge being hosted by David Beeson. So I will be doing those this weekend. So make sure you tune back in on Friday and Saturday. One day I'll release one, and the next day I'll release the other one. So they'll be there for your watching pleasure on the weekend. So guys, if you have not subscribed yet, remember to do so. And if you are a subscriber, remember to turn on your notifications. That's way you know when I do release a new video. Because we do have 3 regularly scheduled programs each week, but sometimes we throw in a bonus when these challenges arise. So we do 4 videos, maybe even sometimes 5, but it's rare to see 5. Usually it's just 3, sometimes an added bonus. So anyways, guys, have a great week, and I will see you this weekend. Thanks for watching.